What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Python tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cool countdown timer to a specified time. So let's say you wanted a project to be accessed at like this specific time. So the countdown timer is going to say how long until that's left. And then when the timer ends, it's going to start the project. So without any delay, let's get straight to it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is download this code editor called Visual Studio Code. I'm downloading a new code editor because there's a command in the code I'm writing that only works in Visual Studio Code. So you just have to go to this site, just search up Visual Studio Code, download Visual Studio Code. I'll also put the link in the description below, and you can just go to it and download download according to your system. So if you have Mac, just download this, Linux, download this, and Windows, download that. So go ahead and download it. Okay, so after you finish downloading Visual Studio Code and opened it, you should usually come to this welcome screen. You can just click X. It's going to be kind of right here on the tab. And then you can just press File, Open File, and then on mine's called VS YouTube. If you need to create a file of your own and name it whatever you want. So, and then it's going to show up right here. You're just going to click on it and press new file, and you're going to name it count, or we can just name it CT countdown timer.py, so they know it's a Python file. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is import the modules that we need. So what I'm going to do is import time. We'll need that. And we need to import something from this module. So from datetime, import datetime, because datetime is a module in this datetime function. So, and then we're going to create this function called countdown, which is basically our countdown timer, and it's going to count the seconds down. So define countdown, and let's pass t through here. So t is the number of seconds, and they know that that's the number of seconds. And we're going to do while t. So let's say that t was 60, then everything in here is going to repeat 60 times. So while t, and we're going to create two variables, minutes and seconds. And we're going to do div mod t and 60. So let me explain this to you. So if there were 60 seconds, you inputted 60 seconds, then it would do 60 as t divided by 60, which is 1. So it would assign the 1 to the minutes variable. And if you did like 63 seconds, 63 divided by 60 is 6. 1 remainder 3. So 1 would be assigned to the minutes variable, and 3 would be assigned to the seconds variable. Okay, so let's go on, and we're gonna actually try to format it into the time, into like the digits. And to do that, we're gonna assign another variable called timer, and we're gonna format it like this. We're gonna do 0:0 2D, which means 2 digits. It's gonna set aside 2 digits, colon, and the same thing, 0:2D. So the minutes and the seconds are gonna have 2 digits, and we're gonna do dot format minutes and seconds. Okay, and then we need to actually print it. So let's do print time left and the timer. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually make it count the second, so it doesn't keep on going. You wait, make it wait for 1 second time. That's leap 1. And then we're just going to minus 1 from our t variable, so it doesn't show the same time over and over again. So t equals 1, t minus equals 1. And then we need to actually X the user. So t equals input enter time in seconds, and then countdown int t. Okay, and now let's run it and see what happens. Okay, let me delete it and run. See, it says enter time in seconds. Let me just do 360. See, it keeps on printing time left 6 minutes 558, but we don't want that. We don't want it to keep on stacking down and down and down. We want it to overwrite the past function, past print, so that it actually looks like a timer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna see that the end is gonna start from the first again. So all we have to do is this and backslash r, so the one on top of the enter key. And now let's see what happens. We have to delete it and run it again. So now let's do 360 seconds. See, now it starts overwriting the past print. So now it actually looks like a real timer. Okay, now keeping the same logic, we're gonna add an hour section too. So what I'm gonna do is create an hours and minutes and do the same thing. Div mod t, but in this case we're gonna do minutes into 60. So look, let's just say that we put 3,600. So it's going to do 3,600 divided by 60, which is 60. So it's going to assign 60 to the minutes and 0 to the seconds. And then we have 60 as the minutes. So 60 divided by 60 is 1. So it's going to give that 1 to the hours. And then here we need to add in another spot for the hours. So I'm just going to do the same thing. 0, 2D. There, and then we also need to add hours here. And yeah, now we're done adding the hours. See, let's see what happens when we run. Let me delete and run again. Let's do 3,600. See, now it's doing 1 hour, and now there's an hour spot for it. Okay, so now we're gonna actually start making like the countdown timer to the specified time that you want. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna calculate. So let's just say that you created this project at 2 o'clock and you only wanted it to be accessed at like maybe like 8 o'clock. So what it's gonna do is calculate the total number of seconds right now. So 2 o'clock, it's just going to do 2 times 3,600, and then it's going to subtract that from 8 times 3,600, because each hour has 3,600 seconds. And then it's going to display that time and put it in the timer, and then you're going to see how much time is left until you can access the project. So now equals date time dot now. So now it's going to be our variable that just tells us what time is it right now. And then to convert it into the 24-hour schedule, hour clock, we're going to do current time equals now dot strf time. And to actually format it, we're going to do %h. Don't forget to put those. %h, %m, and %s. And now we're going to create 3 variables: x for the hours in seconds, y for the minutes in seconds, and z for the seconds. I'm going to do current time dot split. I'll explain this to you in a sec. At the colon. So let's say that the time right now was 2:54. So that means 2:54 and let's just say 30 seconds. It was 2:54 and 30 seconds. So 2 is going to be assigned to the x, 54 is going to be assigned to the y, and 30 is going to be assigned to z. And then after that, we need to convert them all into int. So it's not fractions. So it goes int x, y equals int y, and z equals int z. Okay, there. So now what we're going to do is make x equal x times 3,600. So it was 2 before, now it's 2 times 2,600. And I'm going to do the same thing to y to convert it into seconds. Times 60, there's 60 seconds in every second. And then we're going to do total, I'm going to make a new variable, total current seconds equals x plus y plus z. So let's just print total current seconds and see what happens. Okay, and I caught a typo here, so we need to add parentheses there, and let's just say print the total current seconds, and let's comment this out so we don't get any error. And let's run it. Wait, I need to delete this and run. See, it tells us that the total current seconds was 53,578. So we're going to subtract this number from the total number of current seconds on the time that you want, and then we're going to put it through our timer that we made, and then it's going to display how much time's left. So let's now calculate the total current seconds that we wanted. So what we're going to do is just going to do runtime equals, and then you can just put any time you want right here. I'm gonna put maybe so if I wanted 3:15, I would have to do 12 plus 3, which is 15, and 15, let's just do maybe 56 seconds. I don't know, just for fun. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do A, B, and C. Most of the code that we're doing here is basically the same. So I'm just gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste. And we just need to change the variables to A, B, and C. And this is gonna be runtime. A, B, B, C, and C. And here A, A, A. And then we can call this total runtime seconds equals A plus B plus C. And I caught a typo here. You have to actually, I did A twice, actually B. And now now we can actually define T. So T is going to be, so T equals total runtime seconds minus the total current seconds. And let's just print T and see what happens. So print T. See, it says 646. So let me take this comment out and see what happens. See, it says that, so for me right now it's 3:05, and I said 3:15 here in the 24-hour, obviously, and see, it's counting down the time. So yeah, now you can add whatever project you want, and you can make sure that no one gets in before they're allowed to. So yeah. And to finish it off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just print starting, so that, wait a second. So we're just gonna print starting so that when the timer's done and the program actually starts, you have that feeling of like it's actually gonna start. And here we can just do time.sleep 2 so that it has that starting feeling and it takes a couple of seconds to start. And we can just get rid of this. And finally, you can put any other project, your actual code that you're working on, right under this time to sleep. So I'm just gonna say print hi, or anything you want. If you watch my past video on the birthday, you can put the whole entire birthday code right under this time to sleep and it will work. And you can say what time you want it. So let's run this. All right, let me change this to 30 seconds and now let's run it. See, there's 10 seconds left. And after it's gonna say starting and then it's gonna print hi. See, starting hi. See, if there's an error right here, it's printing 0, 1. We don't want that. So let's just add a couple more spaces so it actually overwrites. And yeah, so now you can use this for any project you want. You can set a timer on it. Okay, so let me give you an example of how this works. So let's say that we had a program, and in this case, it's the mom's birthday card. And if you want to see how to make this, you can check out my create your own birthday card video. I'll make a link to it in the description below. So let me just copy all of this and put it under the time.sleep too. So paste, and then we can go up, get all of this, and put it here. Okay, there. So now if I change the time to a minute before, okay, so 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, now it says starting. And there we go. It run our happy birthday program. So if I type in Siddharth, see, now it does our thing. And if we go and open it, it starts doing our sprinkles. So yeah, you can use this for any program you want if you only wanted to do it at a specific time. Well, that was it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video. I'll see you later. Bye.